Hi everyone, Flora here. It's been a while since I produced content in YouTube. It's because I'm back at the workforce after freelancing for around 5 years. I will make another video content about that topic, but for today I want to share you a story about my childhood dreams and obsession with window. You might think like, why window? So, when I was a small child, I lived in this area in Indonesia called Pondok Gede, Bekasi at West Java. In around 97, that area are still not so developed. It's like a small village. The roads are even very rocky and not yet to be asphalt. So my father moved our family to that small village because of in Jakarta city the conditions are not safe. That there are a lot of demonstration at that time, and I'm not sure what's going on back then, but there are riots and a lot of Chinese people are being murdered. In the news I saw a lot of shop and business owned by Chinese people are being destroyed, and a lot of Chinese looking women are being raped and murdered. So my father seemed to sold his business. He used to run a business selling stuff at Gajah Mada area, which is a central district area in Jakarta, where there's a lot of Chinese people doing business there. And he moved to this small village that is still not so developed, and start another business that seems to be his passion as well, which is fish farming. So from the city, we used to live in a residential area where there are like small river in front of our house. There are very organized garden, and there are a lot of trees, and there are tennis court, there's swimming pool, there's sports center in front of our house. And then we moved to this small village where I used to get my shoes very dirty just by walking on the street. So when I grew up in the home where I was born, in the city in Jakarta, I have this favorite place to hang out. It's like when I get out of my room, in the second floor there are terrace, and this terrace is the place where my nanny used to hang laundries. But from that terrace, I could climb into the roof, and when I climb to the roof, I can, hide under the tree branch that grow into that height. And it was a belimbing wuluh tree. It's like a star fruit tree, but the shape of that star fruit is not star. It's like another species. I don't know what is in English, but I love that tree so much. I spent so much time in that roof after school, and I just lying down there under the tree branch on that roof and observing blue skies. And sometimes I bring my comic books and just daydreaming, and I really have a good time there. I feel safe, I feel wonderful. But then I have to move to this house in this village. It was a smaller house, and it's older house. If the wall is actually crumbly, and the window in my bedroom, it cannot really be opened because my father put our wardrobe to block the window, and he only left like around 10 centimeters for the sunlights to come into our room. And then we can open the window with, like, I can like put my hand and then try to open it, but even when I open it, the view are not really good. It was like just a half destroyed building. And it was really sad for me to experience that contrast from my old house, my old room there in a city, there really nice room with air condition, into this small room in a crumbly house with a blocked window. But the reason why he blocked that window is because there are rumors on that village that there are some sort of mystical creatures called kolor ijo in Indonesia. In English, if I translate it, it's green brief as if male underwear. And then this kolor ijo is rumored to enter the villager's house in the middle of the night and will rape the virgin girls. So the villagers are actually believing that story, and then there are actual girls who's being raped there. That's why my father tried to block the window to keep us safe. Me and my sister, we are sharing the room together. And he also put some sort of yellow bamboo cross, and it was believed that that cross will protect our house from that mystical creatures. So I think from that moment, my obsession with windows started. At that time, I was so upset and worried and anxious every night. I don't feel safe at all sleeping in that room. I keep checking out the window because I was worried there will be like someone there. And but at day I will pick that window because I miss to see the sky from my bedroom, and I miss to see trees. So yeah, I guess that feeling that it's not safe, it's being carried until today. Like, I still feel anxious every time I stay in the room without window, because somehow it reminds me with how I feel in those days, and also the anxiety that my family experience because of you know of that rumor of there are going to be a mystical creatures creeping in from the window at night. And then there's also because of that riots where people with Chinese looking features will be murdered, and for the woman to be raped. So growing up listening this news, it's scary for me. So even though now like 25 years already passed and now I live in different place, I'm surrounded by different persons, somehow I still be reminded of those feelings of fear and insecurity, the feelings that my 10 years old experience trapped in a room with blocked windows. And I think those days are the days where I start to daydream and live in my imagination more than in my reality. I will lay down on the floor and staring at the window at night, because I was worried and afraid. And at day, I stare at the window because I want to see blue skies. And yeah, so now today's 25 years later, I'm sitting in my own room in Bali Island, and this is the 13th room I moved in since I moved to Bali in 2012. So I moved around Bali a lot, and currently the window in my bedroom is 3 meter wide and 2 meters tall. It's quite big. It have like two opening, and from here I could see blue skies changing colors every day, from black to brown to orange to yellow to blue to pink to purple to blue to yellow to orange to dark again every day. And you know what? Even though I still remember that story from my childhood as a data in my head, and somehow there is still some sort of fear, I cannot not being grateful for where I am today, because if I compare how I feel back then to how I feel today, it was a very big difference. Today's, even though I'm still have a lot of insecurities and fear that I need to go through and work on, I pretty much feel much more safer and secure in my body and in my living area. And yeah, I just writing this story on a piece of paper and say, wow, what a wonderful journey. I think I made my daydream come true. And I finally have a big window in my bedroom, and the place where I live now are surrounded by trees and paddy field, and surrounded by amazing people as well. So wow, I think daydream come true. Daydream do come true if we are brave enough to pack our bags and start the journey, even though we don't know where will this path lead us. And I just feel like today, even though I feel this is not my final destination, and I'm not sure if I will have a final destination, I just want to share these stories about my obsession with windows with all of you guys. So thank you so much for listening. It was really nice sharing this story with all of you, and I wish you have a great Sunday where I record this. And if you also want to know a bit more about my story, but it's in Indonesian, so if you speak Indonesia, I have written a book called Guru Tanpa Kata, and it's for sale as an ebook at karyakarsa.com/Flora Marcella. I will put the link below. And thank you so much for spending your time with me, and see you next time. Bye guys.